Hello, my friend. My advices will be based on the trip I have from Poland to the Georgia. So it not always will be so universal, but in my opinion, it is kind of useful. What I will say. So, firstly, you must check uh, whatever you wherever you live. You must check from your airport to where airport the flights are always cheap. Like for me, it is from Gdańsk. It's always cheap to the Kutaisi. So I just go for it because it was cheap. And when it's always cheap, it can get even cheaper. So you pay less, and that's a great thing. The second thing is to never go for too many days, so you don't pay too much for the hotel, or you don't pay so much because you don't have to take so many things, so you actually don't need to pay more for the packages and luggage. uh, you just can pack to the backpack, and that's all. You don't need more for this kinda, traveling. So, firstly, cheap flight. Secondly, uh, less days, like 4 days. It's great. 5 days. It's okay for one backpack, but in my opinion, 4 days, 3 days is the best because you don't pay for hotel too much. You don't pay so much, for the luggage. And when you want to go for more days, you can always don't buy a hotel. This sounds strange, but it's actually true. You can just take a huge power bank, or uh, just if it's vacations, you can sleep even on the bench. I actually, when I was in Georgia, I don't sleep one night because I was with my friend, so we just traveled and arrived on 2 a.m. I guess it is a.m. Uh, and we just don't sleep the third night. We sleep 2 nights in the hotel, and the last night we don't sleep. So it is cheaper. You can just, skip the one night if you are young like me. And when you are an adult, you just, if your mind and your whole organism is, you know, if you will live and not die because of one night you don't sleep, it is great. You can just take 2 coffee, but you need to check how much they will cost, because in Georgia, 2 coffees, it was like for me, a Polish guy, it was a lot of money because I pay 20 zloty, and it is for the pounds or USD dollars. It will be like $5, so it is actually not that huge amount of money. But for me, it was a huge, because in Poland we pay actually like almost nothing for the Americans. Americans go into the Poland and pay actually like nothing for the coffee. So if you are from England or London, you can go to the Poland, help the Polish people, help the Polish government, help the Polish everything, the prosperity of the Polish people. You can, uh, the, help the Ukraine. because Poland helping Ukraine. So when you are going to Poland, you helping Ukraine and helping Polish people who are like me, poor and don't have money to, spend. So, first thing, uh, uh, mm, air plane. You just have to cheap. You just have to have cheap flight. You just have to uh, get as less luggage as you can. You and third thing is the you need to uh, if you want to have a cheap trip, you just don't sleep one night or something like this, or just don't sleep when you are going to the one night travel or something like that. You just saving your money, and that's is very okay. Uh, but remember, you must be prepared, because if you are going to the colder place, like I was going to the Latvia, and it was -2 degrees when I land, and I need to wait to the from the 0 hour to the first uh, PM. First PM. I need to wait. That was like, that was pretty not the best time in my life, because I was tired, because it was cold. I was freezing, actually freezing, and I everything was closed. I cannot buy something to drink, and I don't get anything to drink from the airport, because you cannot take anything to drink with you, So to the first IM, for the 13 hours, I don't drink water. I was like thirsty as I never been in my life, And I don't eat. Uh, Actually, I don't eat whole day, because the third thing is that you can take with you, if you have this bag and you have place in luggage, you can pack as many things to eat as you can, so you just mm, can eat this, not the local food, because sometimes the local food in an old town is, it's pretty expensive, so you just don't buy it and you eat what you have, and you just looking around, having great time with the good for the good amount of money. So firstly, don't pay so much for the flight, don't pay for a luggage, don't pay for the hotel, and don't pay for something to eat. And that's all, my friend. Have a nice trip.